I am live, and the lighting, okay, is not terrible. Greetings, it's your girl Chris Ball here, aka Crystal. For those of y'all who don't know my real name, it is Crystal. I know that I said I was going to do this live this evening, but as y'all know, I have a kid and he wasn't going to sleep. So it is currently 11:02, and I am just now going live with this divine teaching. If you're here watching this, I want to thank you for coming through and watching my first teaching. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you happen to like it, like it. If you don't, dislike it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Just let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. So first, as y'all know, the introduction to this, the title of this teaching is called I Am. And it's like, why am I calling it I Am? The whole purpose of titling this teaching I Am is for you to understand that you are. It's for you to understand that nothing outside of you is going to create anything for you. It's to understand that it all comes from within you. If you're anything like me, if you're anything, if you've been on this journey and you've been on this path to better yourself and be the best version and be the best, highest version of yourself, you may have come across, like everybody has, a manifestation. And I know, I can only speak for myself. It has always been difficult to wrap my head around, and I never really understood why until now, until I did the inner work that I needed to do, and I was able to understand it from a different perspective, and I was able to learn to manifest in a way that speaks to me, in a way that works for me. So if you're watching this, keep watching. This may or may not help you. The whole point of this, I'm just getting started. This is my first teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's all about allowing people to grow with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that's just going to pop up and be like, hey, I did this, this, and this, and I got this. No, I'm going to show you. You know what I'm saying? Actions speak louder than words. Where I'm at now, the reason why a lot of my talk and a lot of my words are centered around an inner knowing, an inner guidance first, is because that's where it began. Like focusing on my inner life and focusing on healing and doing the work from within myself, awakening the spirit that is within me. You know what I'm saying? Like doing that work over these past few years has drastically changed my life and got me to where I am now. I am not what I've been through, and I'm not where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the process, and I'm happily and openly sharing this process because I think it will definitely help others out there. Okay, so before we get started, let's just go ahead and say a quick prayer. I just want to thank the Most High. I just want to give thanks to all the love that is within us, the love that is around us, knowing that we are capable of any and everything, that the power is literally within us. We just want to give thanks and gratitude for the all-knowing, for just all that is. Just giving gratitude today. You know what I'm saying? I just ask that you help me speak. I already said my personal prayer, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully God can help y'all to understand and perceive what I'm saying for yourself. I'm here to teach, but I'm here to give you a perspective. I'm not here to tell you. You know what I'm saying? That is like one of the biggest problems. Everybody is always telling everybody something. It's like you have to learn to perceive and understand for yourself and take what resonates for your soul and your spirit and utilize it, for you, because we're all different. Like, we're all cut from different cloths. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe we're from the same cloth, but we're different fabrics, or we're different fabrics from the same cloth. I don't know, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's destiny, everybody's path, everybody's mission on this earth is different. And when you awaken to your higher self, you will see, where it is you're supposed to go, and what resonates for you what may be different than what resonates from somebody else. So with that being said, we're going to move on. I need to get some water. So we're going to start with this diagram, okay? And now this diagram is I wouldn't say it was created. I would say that it just kind of fell on me one day. I was doing something. I was reading some things, and I was gaining some wisdom, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Like, why won't we do it like this? This makes more sense. This would resonate better for people to understand it better. Because I think, and I'm not this isn't to knock any of the other teachers out there. You know what I'm saying? This isn't to knock anybody. This is just to say that you know this may be a different way. Um, when the word manifestation comes up, when the word, create your reality comes up, it's always, and this is the perception that I've always gotten, it's always come across like, you just think it and it happens. You just think it, believe it, and it happens. And to a certain extent, okay, yeah, I get it. But I think what's not being said, and I've actually had conversations about this, I don't know if these are things that people are teaching once you take their course or buy into whatever they're selling, because people are always selling something. It's always it's always you know what I'm saying? Nobody's ever really giving you all the tea up front. And I get that. But at the same time, like, it's like everybody's just saying the same thing, but you're never actually understanding and seeing exactly how you're supposed to do these things. And I know I've been through a space of, I've watched and I've like kind of like brainwashed myself with this information. And yes, brainwashing myself with that information helped me for a limited period of time. But then once that brainwashing ended and I stopped brainwashing myself with it, it was kind of like, okay, so this isn't working. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, at least for me, whenever we're trying to make a change, whenever we're trying to grow, whenever we're trying to do something different in life, it shouldn't be something that you have to continually brainwash yourself with. I feel like once something is internalized, once you understand something, once you put it into practice, it should become a natural part of your way of life, if that makes any sense. But anyways, we're going to get into this guy. If you see me looking down, it's because I have a note, because y'all know I am known to get off track. I am known to be all over the place, but this is a teaching. This isn't an Innermorphosis chat. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to stick to the program. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to grow. All right. So with this diagram, it came to me, I don't know, oh my gosh, it came to me a few months ago. Actually, this was the page that I wrote it on when it first came to me. And the other day when I was contemplating on this chat, and just how I was going to conduct it, it came in my mind, and I was like, oh, okay, wow. It's just, I see where that fits in now. You know what I'm saying? And I think this will give you a better understanding, because in order to manifest in reality, you have to first manifest from within. You have to first understand and know who you are and what you want, and what are the desires of your heart. You have to be solid and steadfast and understand that for yourself. And I think many people don't necessarily know that yet. You know what I'm saying? Many people are I'm just like going through this motion of, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, not truly knowing what it is their heart actually desires. And I would truly believe in following your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all I've ever done my whole entire life is follow my heart. So, I think when you get to a place to where you awaken and you're able to listen, you're able to go within, and you're able to follow the desires and the calling that is within your heart, that's when you can truly manifest. Because I believe when people are manifesting in this physical realm, and they're just, because we can have whatever we want, like, period, like, whether what I'm saying, it's something that's for you or not, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's just that's what I call, okay, yeah, that could be the law. You know what I'm saying? We can have it. But it's like, a lot of times people are manifesting things that are not for them. And if you're manifesting, like, for me, I believe the purpose of manifesting in life is to be happy. Creating your reality is to get yourself to a place to where you are genuinely happy with you what you're doing and how you're moving your life. And a lot of times when you hear the word manifestation, you only hear it in a physical term. You hear it as, oh, I want this, oh, I want this car, or I want this house, or I want this kind of job, or I want this relationship, when really it's not about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's really about manifesting from the inside and creating your life from the inside first, creating that inner peace, creating that inner wisdom, that inner solace that will then, once you master that, will then guide you effortlessly into any and everything that you want, any and everything that you're supposed to be doing. It will guide you right down the path of your destiny. And I am a living witness. I am walking that. Okay. This is where we are right now in my life. Like, I have been working. I have worked on myself. I have done the work on myself on the inside. I have experienced the ups. I have experienced the downs. I feel like a tear is coming, but I've experienced the ups. I've experienced the downs. But one thing I did not do was give up. I kept on going. I surrendered and went with the flow. And that's going to be another listen. Anyways. All right. So first we're going to talk about this. All right. So this is going to help you put things into perspective, because I think some people have an issue with growth, change, manifestation, because they are lacking the understanding of their own power. They're lacking the understanding of who they are. They're lacking the understanding of what you were created to be. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at this chart, yes, it is a downward triangle, you know, the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? I love throwing up this. I'm not a Delta at all, but this is a symbol for me of the mind, body, and soul. The symbol of like an all-knowing power, an all-knowing energy that is within us and around us at all time. If you look at my clothing line, it is actually on here as well. You probably can't see it. It's a downward triangle. You know, this says I am awakened. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when you look at this and you see this, this is like, yeah, my triangle. Yeah, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and write on it. And if you hear somebody snoring, that is the kid. All right. So first, now I want you to look at this triangle like it is, and this is for entertainment purposes only. You know, take it how you want to take it. And this is the intellectual property of Crystal William McCabe. Anybody that tries to utilize this method outside of me or whatever, I wish you luck, because God don't like ugly. Karma is a bitch, and that's what I'm gonna say about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. But anyways, but I really need to focus on that too, because that's a real thing, and you know, who knows. But all right, so I want you to look at this triangle like it is, and I hope y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? We're working with the webcam, but you can see it. Okay, so you see the triangle. This is going to be representation of like the things in this physical like world, or yeah, the things in the physical world. So everything in this chart is going to represent creation in the physical world, in order, in the order of potential, awareness, intellect. I can't spell, y'all, don't judge me. And power. Okay. So that's what this whole entire triangle represents. All right. Now, before we fill it in, I want to so imagine up here, you know, this is the ether. Up here is space. It's everything that is not tangible, right? All right. So God's up there. God, shit. So you have God, the universe, the Most High, the divine. However, y'all want to see that, that's what it is. Okay. It's up there. We know. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what religion, doctrine, whatever you prescribe or subscribe to. We all are on a common denominator, understanding that there is a God, that there is something greater than us out there. Whether that's something greater than us is sitting up there on a throne, you know what I'm saying? Just waiting and looking down like, or if God is the collective consciousness of all of us put together, it is a blending of all of our higher selves in one energy that is the solid creation. That's why community is so important, and understanding that change on a large scale, changing everybody's mentality can drastically change the world, because we're all creators. You know what I'm saying? Whether you think God is just the energy, whether you think God is the universe, like the stars, the planets, however you see it, I am not here to judge, and that is nobody's place to judge. Just know that there is a God. God is real, okay? Point blank, period. And God is the supreme. God is the highest. God is the most powerful being on this planet. It's the most powerful energy that there ever is, that there is. God is the creator of all, of everything. Okay? So now that we're solidified on that, if God is the most powerful, right? Okay, let's finish drawing this in. All right, where's my pencil? Okay. So we already established God, right? So within God's creations, right? Let's think about all the things that God created, right? First on the list, it's gonna annoy me. First on the list is us, human beings. Us beautiful, talented creators of within ourselves. Like, come on now, we are next to God. You know what I'm saying? We are the highest creation of God. Like, we are the number one on this planet. We are the number one on this earth. Okay, remember that. Just being a human, period, makes us superior. Just period. Just period. On this planet, our human self, and when I say our human self, I'm definitely speaking of our flesh self. Our human self, we are in control of this planet, okay? We are in control of this physical, we're in control of this physical world. Now, the spirit within us helps us. Okay, that might be taking it too far. So let's just keep going. All right. So human beings. So next you have all other animals. I'm getting hot. All over animals, and I'm gonna say beings, okay? Because you never know. And then next you have plants. Our lovely plants. They're still living. Don't we love? And these are all living things. Everything on here is going to be living. Don't we love plants? They're so beautiful. They give so much life. They're just so peaceful. Plants are beautiful. All right. Next, we're going to have everything else. Everything else being like fungi, just all the other living shit, bacteria, the stuff that hasn't even developed yet, the stuff that is just out there living, causing whatever the hell it's causing because it don't know what else to do, because it's just particles. You know what I'm saying? That create drastic whatever. You know what I'm saying? That create drama for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But in actuality, I believe we create these things too. Yeah. All right. Now, so you have human beings, you have animals, plants, and then you have fungi, blah, 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 blah. All the bacteria, those little small, unsightly things that we don't even see, right? Now, on this bottom rack, on the smallest rack, you have the material world. Now, if you look at this in order of superiority, in order of creation, of course, God is first. Okay. Now, I have a theory that once we connect to God, and that's what I was going to say earlier, once you connect to God, once you awaken that spirit that is within you, and you have that solid connection that runs all the way down through you, or however you want to see it, then you are in conjunction. You are co-creating with God. You're co-creating with the Creator. And really anything that is beneath you, anything that is under you, you can have. And I say that to show that when it comes to manifestation and it comes to understanding the power that you actually have within you on a very base, on a very like, you can have anything. You know what I'm saying? You can manifest anything. Is that the material world is the least. Material world, everything on this planet we created. Everything on this planet we literally created. Human beings, we created it. Everything that's material, I'll say, everything that is material came from us. So you mean to tell me we are the greatest creation next to God and we can't have the stupid, random, unnecessary things of this world that don't even matter, like all the cars, all the houses, all that money, all the bullshit? All that stuff doesn't matter. Yes, it makes life fun. Yes, it makes life go around. Yes, it makes it possible for us to actually enjoy this experience to the fullest. And that's what we all should want. Like, I don't know. I used to be this person. I used to be like, oh, money isn't everything. I don't care. I'm just happy with being this way. But you know what? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? It's here. It's readily available. It's everywhere. Like, and it's something that is so tangible, that is so easy to get because it's nothing but energy. Like, what the fuck? Like, I want it too. I'm gonna get it too. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to understand that you are powerful in your own right. And I'm gonna go into depth into this at some point. But another thing that I have written on here is that we can literally possess everything because we are greater. You know what I'm saying? We are more than. We are the highest creation next to God. So what the fuck? Why can't we have everything we want? We can. And this is to say it can be good or bad. There is no like utilizing this principle and understanding this. There is no one way, or like there is no one size fits all. People have been utilizing a principle similar to this for years to get what they want and to really control and take over, because I feel as though, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that. The mouth be dry. We got to get that water in. But, you know, it can be, you can utilize this for good or bad. It just depends on your actions, your choices, and your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like how you move through this world, what you choose to do, how you choose to respond, how you choose to act. You know, the choices that you make, like the choices that you make really make a difference. Like either you're going to choose to do that or you're going to choose to do this. Like which one is benefiting you? Which one is going to help progress you and your higher self to where you feel in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit to where you're going to go. If you're making decisions that are counterintuitive to that, you're never going to get there. You can be sitting back complaining all day about, you know, you're not happy, you don't want this to happen. But if you're continually making decisions that take you in a certain path and take you away from the destined path of your heart, then you have to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's your mindset. Like, how are you seeing yourself? That's why I like this chart, because this chart helps you with your mindset. I think sometimes as Indigenous people, as Black people, or as a human race, because as people in general, I think we have this inset built thought process of ourselves that was placed on us, not on of our own kindness. It's just a part of who we are. We have a built-in lack mentality. We have a built-in less than mentality. You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad, and it's really heartbreaking, and it's really hard to get over. And then on top of that, we have the conditioning of the church and the conditioning of like modern day slavery. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I consider religion, certain points in religion, and then I quote the Bible sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when I'm testing my spirit, or and I'm just trying to make sure what I'm saying is in alignment with certain things, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain passages in the Bible that I do like Isaiah 54, whatever. I think I had it on the post. It's like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Like, I believe that with my whole heart, you know what I'm saying? But I lost my train of thought there. But like the conditioning that, you know, has like overtaken us and overtaken, you know, our people, and just over all of these years has placed us in a mindset of lack, has placed us in a place where we don't really even understand who we are, to even understand that, we have the power within us, that we can change, we can manifest, we can create wealth, we can do these things. And this isn't to discount any other teachers out there or discount any of the gurus or anybody out there, but it's like, I've always felt like that stuff that didn't work for me, it just never really resonated with me. Like, I remember watching this person that I'm sure everybody understands, everybody knows. I remember watching him and listening to his story, and I'm like, so it was just that easy? Like, it was just that easy. You read one book and it changed your whole life. Like, I know you talk about your life, how much money you made and how much, you were making this amount of money a year, blah, 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 blah. But you read that one book and it changed your whole life. Like, like, I just, do you know how many books are out there and how much people actually read, and they still in the same goddamn boat, and they still, trying to figure out how to get out of the goddamn barrel? Like, I don't know. It's just something about the words. It's just something about it that just never truly resonated with me. And that's why, as I was studying that wisdom, I was studying that teaching, it just hit me to I just started writing my own. And I was like, wait a minute, no, there's an easier way to do this. There's a more genuine and solid way to do this. And I believe that once we solidify ourselves from an inner place and we awaken ourselves internally, then life can truly change. Okay. So that takes us to our next step. All right. Let's talk about expansion. Manifesting, and as I've said a million times, it starts from within. Nothing outside of you is going to create anything for you. Okay. You really have to build from an inner presence first. You have to build from an inner space first. And, you have to be willing to take the journey. You have to be willing to do the work. Okay. And the work literally entails working on yourself, healing. Okay. That's where it begins. Like, you will never truly be happy in this world, in this lifetime, in this reality, if you don't heal yourself, if you don't heal the past, heal the traumas, understand your shadows, understand why you are the way that you are, because none of us are perfect. And I believe parts of our healing will continue. It's just going to continue because we are who we are at some point. But there are certain things that I believe are important to help you awaken the higher self within you, awaken the spirit fully within you, so that you can manifest and live the life that you truly desire. And when I say live the life that you desire, I'm not speaking from I want this, I want to be this, I want to do this. I mean, like, from a heartfelt place. Like, you can manifest and live the life that was meant for you. You can live the life that you were created to live, but you can't, and you will never know what that life is unless you allow yourself to go through the journey, to go through the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to walk through that shit. You got to bust through it. Like, all right, I'm here. I don't know what. And you gotta just do it. There's 7 steps to it. Okay. I'm not going to teach you the 7 steps today. If you want to learn those 7 steps, keep watching, subscribe to my channel, and we will get into it slightly. But as an inner transformation coach, that's what I use. 7 steps over 7 months to help to give you the tools that you can use. And I want to say 7 months. I don't know. I'm creating my program currently, and I'm trying to decide, because I don't want to do a program, a thing a month, but we'll see. I wasn't even supposed to say that because I'm not ready to launch yet. But that's next on my list to plan out. But there are 7 steps, and these 7 steps, it's not one of those things that, oh my gosh, after you learn these 7 steps, you're going to have all the tools to live the perfect life. No, I mean, you're going to have all the answers to live the perfect life. No, that is not what I'm saying. After you gain the wisdom, the understanding, the know-how, you can do the work yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to handhold you and to tell you exactly what to do, when to do, how to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be responsible for your own life. You have to be responsible for your own journey. I'm here to be a teacher, to tell you through experience, because this is shit that I had to learn on my own. Like, this is things that I've learned over the course of 4 years, 4 years, that I've learned by myself on my own, trial and error. I'm here to teach you that you can do it simply by utilizing my formula, utilizing this process for your own benefit that can help you down the line. You know what I'm saying? But it takes continual work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, each step takes continual work, and I'm about to burn up. And it really depends on you and your willingness to actually do the work. Okay. I will give you one of the first steps. I believe the first step to awakening, the first step to connecting with your higher self, the first step to manifesting from within, the first step to getting in connection with yourself and who you are is opening your heart. Okay. You truly have to open your heart and be willing to surrender. And I utilize that as the first point of awakening, because without an open heart, all the rest of the work that you need to do, all these other steps are not going to fully work, or not going to fully awaken if you're not operating from a place of, I really want this. Like, I genuinely would like to open my heart. I genuinely want to change. I genuinely want to be a better person. I am dedicated to awakening. I am dedicated to being the best version of myself. Like, I cannot take this anymore. Like, the way I am going now is not working, and I am unhappy. I am sad, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the case may be, you have to really be ready to open that up. And if you're not ready to open your heart, then I don't think you're ready for the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because this journey to true manifestation, to really living the life of your dreams, is really it really weighs on your ability to surrender. It really weighs on your ability to let go and to be vulnerable and to allow yourself to be free. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard in this day and age because so many people are emotionally turned off or emotionally unstable. They haven't yet connected with themselves in a way that they can even be honest and truthful to themselves. And with that, it may take some time, but it's never too late. You can always change. You can always grow. As a transformation coach, as an energy healer, I will be offering tons of things to help you on your journey, to help you get in alignment with yourself, to help you flow down a path that is meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah. So that is that. I'm going to leave that there, but that's where it begins. It begins in the heart. You have to be willing to surrender and let go, and be willing to trust and have faith that you can change, that, there is more for you, that you are ready. You know what I'm saying? All right. So last but not least, when I decided to do this live, when I decided to do this teaching, I'm like burning up, and I don't know why. It's hot. When I decided to do this, probably because it's a sweater, but whatever. When I decided to do this live, it was a few weeks ago when I started my 13-day water fast, which y'all know it turned into whatever it turned into, because I'm damn sure it didn't water fast for 13 days. One of the first days when I was doing my prayer meditations, I asked, I was, I never really, I can't say I don't ask for guidance. I just, I like to sit in the presence and just allow what's to come to come. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say that. Like, I'm a writer, so I receive a lot of things that I write. So that's all I can say. Like, I do get downloads where I can speak, but a lot of times, a lot of my more philosophical things come when I write, like I have notebooks and notebooks, books will be coming. Okay. Manifesting. Okay. But everything works out for your good. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It will all work out for your good once you learn to awaken. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much more I'm gonna say this. I don't know how much more, but this is my message, and this is what you're gonna hear me talk about time and time and time again until people understand it, until people get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to teach and show. I'm not here just to spew information. I'm here to show you through my own experience and my own growth how this can work, and this will change your life. Okay. This is my mission. This is my purpose. This is my destiny. So anyways, off track a little bit. So I wrote this thing. I had this thing in it. I heard I am. That's the 2 words that I heard when I first started my meditation fast. And I was like, I am. What are you saying? Like, what is it? And I realized, I'm like, okay, so I mean, I don't even know what I realized. I just was like, okay, let me meditate on it. But for a while, I didn't really understand. I didn't really know what it was trying to, what spirit, what my higher self, what God was trying to say to me. Like, I am. What am I? You know? And I realized that it's like, yeah, what am I? Who are you? Who are you telling yourself that you are? And, you know, when you hear affirmations and you hear people's affirmations, they say, I am, because it's a powerful statement. And when you say it with reverence, I'm saying that's the right word to use, but when you're saying it with reverence and saying it with conviction, go back to sleep. And saying it with conviction, you are believing it. You know what I'm saying? You're empowering that over yourself. So that's what I am is. So I don't know if this was sometime last week. I was meditating again, thinking about this talk. I know I said I was going to do this talk last week, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't ready. It wasn't the time. I wasn't ready. So, you know, the energy of the new year had to settle. So I'm just like, whatever. So I just let it flow. And when I let it flow, I did come across something that I wrote and that I would like to share. All right. So this is my life notebook, y'all. Everything I'm doing is in this book. Like, I can't wait. I have so many things to like make it decorative, but I ain't got time for that right now. So for now, we just gonna let it go and let it be what it is. But let me share this. So it's definitely called My Divine Teaching 1, and the title of it is I Am. Okay. I am healed. I am worthy. I am capable, and I am ready. You know, we're going to say it again. I am healed. I am worthy. I am capable, and I am ready. Okay. So then I broke it down. I just said, I am healed from the pain, the hurt, the unrest, the upset that has kept me bound to a timeline of dissatisfaction, karmic patterns, and self-destruction. And I think for me, this is where I am now. This is resonating for me. I wrote this for me. And like I said, it may resonate with someone else as well. That's why I'm here sharing it. We're going to read that again. I am healed from the pain, the hurt, the unrest, the upset that has kept me bound to a timeline of dissatisfaction, karmic patterns, and self-destruction. That self-destruction one is a hitter, because a lot of times we are the destroyers of our own selves. Like, people like to look outside of themselves for, oh, well, this is happening because of this. This is happening because of this. No, this is happening because of you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The quicker you realize that, the quicker you understand that you are not perfect and that you have your faults and that you are honestly the creator of your own reality in real time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is up to you to make the change. Like, people going to do what they're going to do. People going to say what they're going to say. People going to be who they're going to be. But the only thing you can control is who you are and how you're going to be and how you're responding and how you're acting and how you are being. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a triumph on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's an important one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we're gonna move on. And then it says, I am worthy. I am worthy of love, worthy of abundance in all things. My worthiness stems from an inner wisdom that is greater and more powerful than the doubts that attempt to dim my light. Because, honey, it's all them doubts, they always gonna be there. That's one thing I didn't like about the way they talk about mindset. In a perfect world, In a balanced world, there's always going to be conflicting thoughts. There's always going to be there's always going to be things that come to knock you off your block. So you can't sit and say, oh, I'm never going to have this thought, but you have to learn to not attach yourself to those thoughts. You have to learn to allow the thoughts to just come and go, and not let them dim what you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, for instance, listen, like, the other day I was driving Lyft and this man got in my car, and he was talking. He told me he was a prophet, and when he said that, I got excited. I was like, oh, okay, we're kind of in the same amount of work, kind of. And I was like, I'm here to make a difference in people's lives. And when he started talking, I asked him, I said, so what do you feel like your purpose is, like, through your wisdom and what you understand? How do you feel what you have is made to benefit yourself and the world around you, since you call yourself a prophet, right? And he said, oh, wait, I'm about to tell you. I'm going to finish explaining. So he went on talking, he was spewing all kind of stuff from the Bible, just talking. And I sat up front, and I, not in a judgment sector, and I just listened. And I was like, if I was the type of person to internalize the words of others, it could knock me off of my block. It could knock me off of my own understanding and my own journey. They always like to say, don't lean on your own understanding, but that's not true. If you don't understand it, what understanding are you leaning on? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a perspective. But as I listened to him, it was kind of like, when I spoke, it was almost like he didn't want to hear what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? It was almost as if, I don't know. I don't even know if this blends with this, but I did want to tell that story. So I guess I try to throw it in somewhere. But it was just interesting to know that, people can say things to you from their own understanding, from their own whatever, that can make you feel like, and I don't want to say, because this might come across wrong, because sometimes people do say things that trigger you that are meant to help you. But it's when you're awakened and you already know that you're being guided, you're being pushed down a certain path. When you know what it's like to feel the presence of the Spirit, to feel the presence of God around you, within you, when you just know you're on the right path, and you have people that speak and say things that are not necessarily in alignment with you, but also you can't, because sometimes when people aren't in alignment with me, when it's not something that I necessarily resonate with, regardless of whether I believe it from their perspective, I can still usually feel and understand where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? I have enough power and enough wisdom to understand, and intellect to know, okay, I understand where you're coming from. We're saying the same thing. We're just on different pages. But sometimes people like to project more of their thoughts and feelings upon you versus actually listening and hearing what you have to say. And sometimes if you're not strong enough, if you don't know your own worthiness, if you don't know your own worth, and you don't know that you are powerful, that you have it within you, that you are on the right path, you know what I'm saying? They can dim your light. I don't know. That might have been all left field, but we're going to keep moving. I am worthy of the peace and happiness that my soul desires. So we're going to read that again, because I completely went left field. And if this was me recording, I would definitely edit that out. But that's what I like about live, because it's raw and it's real. And you're getting me in all of my awesomeness. Okay. All right. So I am worthy of love, worthy of abundance in all things. My worthiness stems from an inner wisdom that is greater and more powerful than the doubts that attempt to dim my light. I am worthy of the peace, happiness, and love that my soul desires. Okay. I am capable. I am capable of creating my life. I'm capable of creating the life of my heart's desires. All the tools and directions I need have been awakened within me through the inner guidance of spirit. I will achieve, period. We're going to read that one again. I am capable of creating the life of my heart's desires. All the tools and direction I need have been awakened within me. Okay, listen. I have everything. You have everything you need within you to create the life that you need. Nothing outside of you is going to create anything for you. You have the tools within you to do it. Okay? All right. Let's just start over because why not? I am capable of creating the life of my heart's desires. All the tools and directions I need have been awakened within me through the inner guidance of spirit. I will achieve on period. You know what I'm saying? Because your higher self is all knowing. Your higher self already know. Your higher self, like, sis, we got this. Let's go. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is your birthright to awaken. Like I'm burping. It is your birthright, right, to awaken your higher self. Like it's not you. It's not a creation of you. Like this. It's a creation of your heart. It's a creation of an inner knowing, an inner spirit. Once you awaken, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get that shit awakened and you like, oh snap, what? Okay, you just gonna flow. It becomes a literal flow. Like I believe when the journey begins, it's always a flow. Like when the journey to self and the journey to understanding begins, it is a flow. You are on a flow, but it's a flow that necessarily don't flow together. You be flowing this way and flowing that way because you're learning, because you're understanding, you're breaking, you're in that process of breaking the patterns and breaking down you're cleansing, you know what I'm saying? You're removing, you know what I'm saying? You're still going through those current patterns because you're still learning those lessons from that season. You know what I'm saying? You're just, it's a growth thing. So things are coming and things are going and it's not making sense and it seems like it's not working. But in actuality, it's all working out for your good because if you keep going, if you stay on the path, if you stay on this journey and you keep working wholeheartedly and you try not to control where you are and what you got going on and you just allow yourself to flow and know that it's all gonna work out, like you get to a place to where it just all kind of comes together and you're like, oh, okay, so I do have everything I need. I've been gaining everything I need over these months, over these years. Like I've been learning, I've been growing, I've been manifesting, I've been, for this moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. And then you can crack the ceiling open and you can run. Okay. But let's move on. All right. So next is I am ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready, honey. Listen, I'm packed and ready to go. Listen, ready. All the way motherfucking ready. Like who's stopping? Ain't nobody stopping. We are going. I'm ready to go. Okay. Listen. I'm ready to go with gratitude, gratefulness, humbleness of heart. Like I'm ready to go, honey. Listen. All right. So I'm ready to walk in the light of my power. I am ready to fearlessly execute the calling over my life and overcome any and all challenges that come to steal, kill, and destroy my birthright. With honor and love for respect for myself, the Most High, and the world around me, I am healed, I am worthy, I am capable, and I am ready. You are healed, you are worthy, you are capable, you are ready. We got to read that again because I'm just saying, like, who's ready? Who's ready? Are you ready? Y'all, when I started this thing, I was half sleepy because I was like, I was kind of sleepy, but I know I had to get it done. It's almost 12 o'clock, so I'll be getting it done by the end of the day, so we can still post it. Yes. But anyway, so I'm going to start this over. It says, I am ready to walk in the light of my power. I am ready to fearlessly execute the calling over my life and overcome any and all challenges that come to steal, kill, and destroy my birthright, because it is a birthright. We were created to walk this walk. We were created to live our best life. We were not created to struggle. We were not created to worry. We were not created to be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? This is an experience. This is an experience that we should be enjoying. We should all be enjoying to the fullest of our abilities. Like, we should be enjoying it as far as we want to fucking enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? People don't reach that level because they don't want to do the work. People don't reach that level because they're not willing to truly surrender. You know, that's the issue. That's why everybody can't get there. Everybody won't get there because people won't choose to truly let go. You know what I'm saying? They say, let go, let God. Yeah. Let go, let God, be guided, go with the flow, go within, you know what I'm saying? Like, get rid of all the bullshit. Like, this is 2024, honey. All the bullshit, it's got to go. Anyways, all right. You're healed. You are worthy. You are capable. And my love, you are ready. And if you're not ready, get ready. You're going to be getting ready. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. And stay tuned because I'm so excited. I have so many great things coming your way. I have so many great, awesome things that I've been working on to share with you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? We about to make a whole movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling this the new age movement because it ain't you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to grow. It's time to grow. If you ain't growing, if you ain't changing, if you're not continuing to inspire to become the highest, best version of yourself, then I don't know what you're doing. Like, this ain't no small time around here. You know what I'm saying? It might look small time, but what's going on in here, it ain't small time. We was not created to be small. I'm not going to play small. And if you feel the same, you don't need to play small. Okay. It's time to grow. It's time to go. It's time to elevate. It's time to be and allow yourself to be the best version of you unapologetically. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you later. Bye. Oh, check out my vlog. I posted a weekly vlog, or I'm going to post a weekly vlog probably as soon as I'm done with this video. And check out the reading list. Right now, I'm reading Up From Slavery. My homeboy gave me this reading list, and it's going to be in the vlog. So if you're looking for some things to read, go ahead and check it out. All right. I love you guys, and thank you so much for taking the time to grow with me. Love you. Bye.